Think about the holidays when finally people are gonna finally be able to come over and have big parties and have family together. You wanna be able, and you'll think about cleaning your carpets at that point. You already have it, our best deal for the whole year. That is right now and tonight. So again, before you go to sleep, you might wanna think about getting that ordered, and you have 30 days. If you don't love it, you can send it back. All right, let's talk about Nellie's. One of my favorite ways to clean clothes is Nellie's. We have finally back in stock the 250 load laundry soda with the POW included, the POW Powder. This is a customer pick, and it has been a favorite since, quite frankly, the day that we launched it. Now look at that stat right there. Since 2015, we've helped clean over 209 million loads of laundry, and we're doing it so it's good for your skin, for yourself, for family members, partners, people in your life, because of what they don't include in their product, but it works. I love Nellie's. The craziest thing about Nellie's is, watch this. When I open this up, I want you to see it. You have 250 loads, and guess what? You only use that much per load. Don't overdo it. Your biggest mistake is when I started using Nellie's, I was thinking, oh, I've got to put 5 of those in. It doesn't seem like it's enough. You're only going to use that little teeny amount every time you do your laundry. So it's a huge way to save a lot of money and get really effective cleaning. We're going to join Terry because she brings us Nellie's for the last several years, and it's good to have you back, and it's good to have the 250 bucket back.
Yeah, it sure is. Thanks, Suzanne. Thanks so much for having me in this evening. This is Nellie's. This is a natural way to clean your clothes rather than using detergents. This is a laundry soda, and it starts with sodium carbonate, which preconditions the water. Whether you live in the country and it's, you know, maybe well water and it's minerally, or if you live in the city and the water's chlorine, that sodium carbonate preconditions the water. That allows our remaining coconut oil-based surfactants to do the amazing job that they do. So this is a natural laundry soda. It's Leaping Bunny certified, which means there's never, ever any animal testing. It's high efficiency machine certified. So if you have one of those fancy new machines, you can use it in the fancy new machine. HE certified, environmentally friendly, biodegradable, gluten-free, no chlorine, no...
Whoops. She'll be back in just a second. I do want to mention we have the Lammy balls back. These are the dryer balls, and you get a pack of 4 of these, and they're wool balls, and again, they're I love the Nellie's story because these balls are made and they help, and it's important, they kind of help underprivileged folks around the world have jobs, and so they make these, and they make them out of wool. And what's neat about them is you don't use dryer sheets with these, and you get a set of 4. And the dryer sheets, what they do is they put this really weird kind of gross plastic coating all over your clothes, which is not healthy for you and it's not good. These eliminate the need for dryer sheets. So when and they always sell out. Darn things, we can never ever keep them in stock. They sell out faster than laundry detergent, right? The laundry's powder. So if you want the pack of 4, what I call Lammy balls, they're dryer balls, you can get it. All right, so I'm really familiar with this product. So while we get Terry back on the line, let me tell you more about it. Number 1, I love how it dissolves. Have you ever used a powder, a traditional detergent, and you see clumps of it left when you go to pull your wash out, right? And you're like, what happens? With Nellie's, it completely dissolves, but it really works. I don't know about you, but I've tried a lot of green cleaners, right? Because you're like, oh, we all know we want to have healthy stuff touch our skin. You know, we don't want a bunch of chemicals on our clothes, right? And the worst part is they don't really clean. Like, for example, let's say you worked out at the gym and you know your t-shirt's really stinking, or your son plays football. That was our big thing. He would bring home his uniforms and they were so gross, right? They just smelled horrible. Or anything from his football workouts was so disgusting. Nellie's is going to clean it. Most green cleaners, they say they'll clean, they just don't get things really clean, and you're really disappointed in them. With Nellie's, we don't do 200 million loads of laundry if it doesn't work. Nobody would be buying it. But each year we keep bringing it back because it's so effective. Here's what I discovered. This is the crazy thing. I went from using the gel packs, right? And I would switch to Nellie's. And here's what I discovered. My clothes became softer and brighter with each use of Nellie's. So what it does, it's breaking down. Traditional detergents add layers of chemicals to your clothes. They add brighteners to your clothes. And literally, that's chemicals going into your clothes and staying there. What Nellie's does, and eventually your clothes start to feel rough or they start getting really dull looking. What Nellie's does is Nellie's actually breaks that back down. It goes in reverse and gets rid of that coating and that layer that traditional detergents will put on your clothes. So all of a sudden your towels are like fluffier and brighter and softer and whiter. All of a sudden your t-shirts, they actually feel softer because they don't have that coating or that layer that traditional detergents are embedding into your clothes. It's a really big deal. Now I'm a nerd and I did the nerd math for all of us. So remember, you're only using, and this works in high efficiency, it doesn't matter what kind of washing machine you have, but you're only gonna use this much, right? So here we go, I did the math, it comes out to 16 cents a load. 16 cents. And this will do 250 loads. Now, when was the last time you bought the pods? How expensive were those pods? They're insanely expensive. I mean, you go to the laundry section, you're like, oh my gosh, those pods cost a fortune. And again, they're clearly not good for you. Nellie's is good for you. It is certified, so it's safe to use. Even the littlest, youngest skin, a little baby's little onesie is gonna be safe when you use Nellie's because of what they do not put into it. And yet, it's incredibly powerful and it truly cleans. If you've had it before, you know. If you've been on auto ship, we've got tons of people who've done that in the past. We actually have this available on auto ship tonight. So let me explain what happens. Once you start using this, you honestly don't want to be without it. You're like, oh my gosh, it just changes everything about doing laundry, right? You're saving a ton of money and it super cleans your clothes and you're gonna love the results and your skin will love the results. So with auto ship, you keep getting this every 150 days. Now, the cool thing about our auto ship is you can slow it down, you can cancel it, you can change the arrival date. That's what I love. I've switched my auto ship on, I've tweaked hair care that I love. I love tweaked hair care. And there's two products they have. I have them on auto ship, but I was getting them too often. So I went online, it's really easy. I actually was able to pick when I wanted the next shipments to come. Now the cool thing about auto ship is you keep saving $20 as long as you stay in auto ship. So if you want to get this, and again, you might want it every 6 months, I don't know, whatever it is, you will still get this for $39.95, not the full price of $59.95. Tonight we even have 4 flex pays on it. Oh, by the way, did you see the free shipping? So with flex pay, you're gonna get it home for under $10. Free shipping saves you $7.50. I mean, this is weighty. It's really a weighty piece, right? So you're saving on the shipping. And with auto ship, you will continue to save the $20 because you'll be able to secure tonight's price as long as you stay in it. And like I said, once you go to Nellie's, you really don't go back to traditional pods because you feel the difference, you see the difference, and you just know inherently it's so much better for you. It's better for the kid's skin, for your partner's skin, for our bodies. The skin's the biggest organ on your body. You don't want chemicals sitting on it all day long and all night long. It's, you know, if you go to bed in a t-shirt and undies, you know, you've got chemicals that you're sleeping in on your skin using traditional formulas. With this one, it softens the water, which I love that. It does not leave any residue. If you get residue from traditional powders that clump, you're not gonna have that problem. It's no added fragrance. That's lovely, because a lot of people do not want a fragrance on their clothes. And you can see what it doesn't contain. And yet, even though it's economical and certainly long lasting, it's a great formula that you'll love. And like I said, once you start using it, it's one of those things you go, oh, you know what? I'm just not gonna stop using it, because you just absolutely can see and you'll definitely feel the results. Okay, let me give you a quick update on the Lemme balls. They're the Lemme dryer balls. Now, traditionally, what do you use? You use a little dryer sheet, you throw it in there. If you ever take a dryer sheet and you wanna kind of really see how bad it is, rub it on a mirror in your bathroom. And you will see this horrible, waxy, kind of gross stuff that it leaves behind. Well, then that is also not good for your skin, obviously. And also, it's a coating. We keep adding coats of layers. That's why your clothes start to get really dull and even stiff and scratchy. With the Lemme balls, you don't use those dryer sheets anymore. And we're gonna put the info up for them. Did you guys throw it up there? We'll put the info up for these. You get a set of 4, and you literally just toss them into your dryer, and they're gonna replace all of that money that you spend on the dryer sheets, and once again, they are good for you, which I love. Thanks, guys. These are under $20. Again, we have 4 flex pays on the dryer balls as well. So ask about those, or definitely add those to your cart when you're checking out. By the way, we have another thing. We have the all-natural oxygen or oxygen brightener, which is a customer pick. The Lamy balls are a customer pick, and of course, Nellie's is a customer pick as well. I know we've got Terry back. She's joining me via phone. So Terry, go ahead and tell us a little bit more that we might not know about Nellie's, if you will.
Absolutely, Suzanne. So as I said, Nellie's is completely safe to use in any type of washing machine. It's high efficiency machine certified. So, you know, whether you have one of the fancy new machines or an older machine or a washboard in a bucket, you can use Nellie's. It gets your clothes cleaner without the phosphates, without the chlorine, without all of the, you know, crazy chemical additives that are in traditional laundry detergents, because it is a laundry soda. And the one thing that I want our customers to know, and it's why, you know, we've been the #1 laundry product at HSN for over a decade, and why, you know, people keep coming back to it over and over again, is because that first load that you do, you feel the difference. You see the difference and you feel the difference. Your clothes visibly look cleaner. They feel softer, because Nellie's is really kind to your clothes, but it does a really heavy-duty job of getting everything really, really clean. And because it completely dissolves in the machine, you're never going to, you know, pull a pair of jeans out that has like undissolved powder on them or undissolved, you know, globby, gooky things. And because it completely rinses out, and it doesn't leave that chemical residue in your clothes. If you do have sensitive skin, it's hypoallergenic, it's fragrance-free. It really is just the kindest thing for you, for your clothes, for the environment. And that's all the clothes. I mean, it's the towels, it's the sheets, it's the jeans, it's the soccer uniforms. It's literally everything that you wash. If you're washing in detergents, it has a chemical residue, and your body's going to soak that up. This is such a really simple, easy choice to make, to have something that's better for you, better for the environment, and better for your clothes. Completely rinses out, and you really, really, truly will see and feel the difference. And of course, I always say you got to use our Lamy dryer balls with our Nellie's also, because once you get your clothes so clean with Nellie's, you do not want to be putting any fabric softener on them, because that also is just petrochemicals. Those are oil products. So you want to keep your clothes really clean. Use your Nellie's. Use our Lamy dryer balls. And of course, this is Nellie's with the POW Powder, which is like having its own supercharged turbo boost. The POW Powder is a combination of an oxygen brightener and enzymes. And enzymes have been around for, gosh, Suzanne, about 100 years or so, more than 100 years, for cleaning. And they have an affinity, particularly like to greasy stains, oily stains. You know, you spill the olive oil or the gravy or something on your favorite blouse, that the enzymes in the POW Powder, they're like little Pac-Man, and they just chomp, 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 and they literally eat away at the protein bonds that hold the stains to the fabric. But it does it in a natural way, because the enzymes are a natural bio-clean product. So gives you the best of both worlds, a super boost that's built into the formula with the POW Powder. And if you have regular Nellie's at home that doesn't have the POW Powder, of course, today we have our oxygen brightener, which, you know, does the same thing. So you get the Nellie's with the POW Powder, or if you have regular Nellie's at home and you want that oxygen brightener, we've got the oxygen brightener for everyone today, too.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a second. We're going to give you the scoop on it. I do want to read some reviews while we have a second. We've got them on everything, including the oxygen brightener that's coming up. But let's say the Lamy balls, just real quick. There's a Holly in Pennsylvania says, the dryer balls are fabulous. No more dryer sheets. Bought them for all my children and recommend them to all my friends. Now that's amazing. Like, they work so good that somebody's actually recommending balls to somebody. You just got to be impressed with that, right?